So in the last session, we have discussed about the master detail association and what exactly the master detail association and what is the use and what kind of observations the master detail association provides. All these things we have discussed. Now, now let's see the many-to-many association. So what exactly the many-to-many association? What is the use? And how to map many-to-many association between the two objects? And what kind of behaviors the many-to-many association provides to us? Now we'll see. Now let's see. For example, assume that I have two objects. Okay, I have two objects. One is another object. Okay, other object. So I would like to store all the others information. Who has prepared the various books? So those others information I would like to store inside my other object. So inside this other object I would like to have some fields like other ID, name of the other, and the location. That means to which country the other is associated. So now these others has participated by preparing the various books. Okay, these others has prepared various books. Now to store all those books information, I would like to have a book object. So inside this book object, I would like to have the fields like as ISBN number, in order to identify each and every book uniquely, and then the book title, that means the name of the book, and then the unit price. So what is the cost of the book? So in order to store all the books information, I am using this book object. Now, so these are the various books information is available over here. Now, so I would like to maintain the association between these books and the other subject. Then how to map the association? Now let's see. And then how can we achieve this one? We'll see practically now. Now for example, so this is my other object and the book object. So let me design those two objects here. So this is my other object where I would like to have the other ID column. I would like to have the name of the other and the location to which country is associated. So this is my other object. Like the similar way, I would like to have the book object also. So this is my book object. I am having these two objects. Other object, and then I am having the book object. Inside this other object, I am having some columns. Other ID, other name, and the location to which country he is associated. And inside the book object, I am having some different columns, such as ISBN number and the book title and the unit price. So these are the columns. And I would like to have some others information and some books information inside my object. I'm storing some others information. If the first other, some A 1001, this is the ID of the other. Other name is some John. Location is some USA. Second other A 1002. His name is Oli. Now he is from some UK. A 1003. Some Rogers Pressman. He is from Australia. A 1004 is some Balaguru Swami. He is from some India. A 1005 like some Yashwant Kanitkar. He is from some India. So these are the 5 others are available. Now these others has participated while preparing the various books. So to store all those books information, I would like to use my book object here. So this is my book object I would like to use now. I'm storing the books information. My book ID is B some 2001. The book title is Java Programming. The unit price is some $400. Second book, B 2002. This is some letter C. Letter C. The price is $275. Third book, B 2003. Some software engineering. Price is some $590. B 2004. Some ASP.NET. ASP.NET programming. The price is $510. B 2005. This means Hierarchical SQL program. The price is $725. So these are the various books available. So I'm having the other object, I'm having the book object. Other object contains some others information, book object contains some books information. Now I would like to map the association between these two objects. So in this case, now tell me, so for one book, how many others will be available? Multiple. Not only one other, multiple others will be available for a single book. Now, let's see. So in this case, now let me map the association. So now John has participated while preparing the Java programming book, and the John also has participated while preparing ASP.NET. So now this other has participated while preparing the two books over here. This other has participated while preparing the two books. Next, O'Reilly. O'Reilly has participated while preparing that Java programming book, and he has participated while preparing the latest C book also. Next, the Rogers Pressman. Pressman has participated while preparing the software engineering book, and he has participated while preparing Hierarchical SQL programming book, and he has participated while preparing latest C book also. The next one, Balaguru Swami has participated while preparing ASP.NET programming book. He has participated while preparing Java programming book. He has participated while preparing Hierarchical SQL programming book also. The next one, Yashwant Kanitkar has participated while preparing latest C book. He has participated while preparing software engineering book also. Now this is association. Now tell me how can we map this association between these two objects? From these two, which one I need to consider as the parent, which one should be the child? How can we map this kind of associations? Now, so which one is the parent, which one is the child? Suppose for example, so let's go with an assumption. Assume that I'm making this other as a parent, and then I'm making this book as a child. Okay, so I'm assuming that other is the parent object, book is the child object. So I would like to map the association. From where to where we need to map the association always? Always we have to map the association from child to parent. Then how to map the association? By creating the field inside the child object. So let's go to that creating the field here. Assume that I am creating the field inside my child object. I am creating the field inside my child object. Now, so this is the field I am going to be creating here. Now this field name I am giving like as other ID. Okay, I am giving that column name as other ID. Now what this other ID column contains? Now this other ID column contains the other ID of that particular book. That means here, for this book, who will be the other? Nothing but the person who has prepared that book, that person's ID will be storing inside that. Now tell me here in this case here, for this Java programming book, we are having three others are available. This is one other, and this is the second other, and this is the third other. Three others are available here. Now every other will be having. Now let's see. This is the other here, and this is the second other, and this is the third other. Three others are available for this book. This other will be having a separate ID. This other will be having a separate ID. This other is having separate ID here. Now three IDs it has to store. Now can it store three IDs inside this column? No. Because this is a relationship column, right? It can able to store the ID of only one parent, not multiple. Only one ID will be getting stored. For example, so now for this book, the first other is some John, that is some A1001. So now in this case, it is storing that ID some A1001. But for this particular book, not only this other, we are having two more others are available. Then where those others are also having the IDs, then where these IDs will get stored. This column will not allow you to store that multiple other IDs. Only one ID can be stored inside that. So it won't allow you to store that multiple IDs. Then what will it do? So might be my assumption may be wrong because I made that other object as a parent and the book as a child. Maybe my assumption may be wrong. Maybe I have selected that wrong object as the parent. So then what I want to do is to correct my mistake. So what I want to do is I would like to make it reverse. Let's see what will happen. I'm making this book object as a parent and then other object as a child. Now let's see what will happen in this case here. Now, in this case here, book is the parent, other is the child. So now where the association field should be there, that should be there inside the child object. What is the child object? Other. Now let me create the field. Let me create this field. I'm creating one additional column inside my child object here to store that parent record ID here. Now, I'm giving this column name as book ID. Now, next come to the situation. Now, first one, John. John has participated what he is participated while preparing the Java programming book. Along with that, he has participated while preparing the ASP.NET programming book also. So now these two are having two different IDs. Now initially, so now John has participated in preparing the Java programming. So Java programming is having that ID. So now B2001. Now Along with that, John has participated while preparing ASP.NET programming book also. In this case, he is also having some different ID. Then where this ID will get resides? Then where this ID will be getting resides? Now, this ID also not, we can't store inside the same column because a column can hold only one ID, not multiple. The association field can hold only one parent ID, not multiple parent IDs. So in this case also this is not worked out for me here. That means what? Initially when he made this other object as a parent, it is not supporting my requirement. And then when he made this book object also as a parent, it is not working for me. That means what here? Whenever if you want to map, okay, whenever you have identified, so one to many association from both the sides. That means here, from other two book we are having one to many. That means one other is having that multiple books. And then when you observe that book to other here, one book is having multiple others also. This kind of association. Now whenever you are having other two book, we are having one to many association, and the book to other also we are having one to many association also. In this case, if we have identified one to many association from both the sides, then it is called as many to many association. So whenever you are identifying that one to many association from both the sides, then it is called as many to many association. Then how can we map the many to many association? Many to many association between the two objects are not possible because here I am unable to map the association between these two. Then how can we achieve this one? What is the solution for this one here now? So now here in this case, when I try to make this other as parent, it is not supporting. When I try to make this book also as a parent, it is not supporting. So in this case, what I want to do is, I want to make both the objects as the parents. I want to make both the objects as parents. I want to make both the objects as parents. Then who will be the child? For that one, we need to create a child object over here. We need to create a child object for this. So now here in this case, whenever you are trying to be mapping that association between the two objects of type many to many association will not be possible between the two objects directly. Okay, directly it is not possible. So now then how can we achieve? For that one here, we are going to be introducing a third object that is called as junction object in Salesforce. It is called as junction object. I would like to create a junction object over here. So now what exactly the junction object? Junction object is a child for both these parents. So now this is also the parent object and the book also the parent object. But now this junction object will be the child for this both the parents here. So that this child object should be having the association with this both the parents. It should be having the association with this one. It should be having the association with this one. That means here now if we want to get the books of a particular author, we have to traverse through this particular via this book object. If we want to get the others of this book, then we have to traverse through this one here. So that we need to use this object as a junction, like as a bridge between these two objects itself. So now here in this case, how can we map this object here? This is the junction object here. Junction object should be associated with both the parents here. So this junction object should be associated with the other object as well as the book object also. So to have the association with this other object, I am creating this column over here. To have the association with the other object, I am using this column. To have the association with that book object, I am having this column here. And along with that, if you want some more columns, you can able to map. Okay? If you want some more columns, then we can able to create some more columns also inside this. That possibility is available to you. So depends upon your requirement. We can able to add some additional columns also inside that. Okay. Now here in this case, so these are the three columns I would like to have inside my junction object over here. So this is my junction object. Now, The junction object should be having the association with the other object also. So that I'm specifying the other ID and the book ID also. Along with that, I would like to specify the number of pages. So number of pages available in each and every book over here. I would like to store this information. Now, so that here it should be having the association. I'm mapping the association with this one. So this object should be having the association with this other object also, with this column, so that it will be having this association. And it should be having the association with this other book object also here. So it should be having the association with that book object also. So where the association will be here. This is the relationship. Now what type of association it is? Is it a lookup or is it a master detail? This should be always a master detail association. This is also a master detail association, and this is also a master detail association. It's a fundamental principle. So now for this object here, I'm giving that name. I'm giving that name as the book authors. Book authors. So this is the child object over here, and that too this is called as the junction object in Salesforce. This is a junction object over here. So which is a child for both the parents. So this is how we need to map the many-to-many association. Now it's a 100% common question in every interview. How can we map or how can we achieve many-to-many association between the two objects? Many-to-many association will not be possible between the two objects directly. That can be achieved with the help of creating a third object called as a junction object, where junction object should be associating with both the parents by using two master detail associations. Now tell me, can you have two master detail association fields inside an object? Yes, that is possible. Yesterday we have discussed that. In the previous session we have discussed that an object can have maximum of two master detail associations, not more than that. So here we are having the two master detail associations. One master detail association with that parent, like as the other object, another master detail association with that book object, so that it will be having two master detail associations. This is a fundamental principle of many-to-many association. Then how can we store the data over here? Now let's map this information. Now in this case, John has participated in preparing the Java programming book and then ASP.NET programming book. Now let's map these associations here. Now John is some A1001. He has participated in preparing the Java programming book, that is B2001. Number of pages are, I'm giving like as of 670. And the same John, A1001, the same author here, again, because he has participated in preparing another book also over here, that is B2004, which is having some 700 pages here. And then, second author, O'Reilly, A1002. O'Reilly has participated in preparing that same book, that is B2001. The number of pages are some 670. And the A1002, the same author has participated in preparing another book also here. So what is that book? That is B2002. Because let us see that, which is having some 490 pages. And next one more author here, A1003, Ragas Pressman. So now Ragas Pressman has participated in preparing the book B2002, which is having some 490 pages. And then the same author has participated while preparing the book called as B2003, so which is some software engineering, like has some 900 pages. The same other A1003 has participated while preparing that another book as well here. It has P2005. Now which is having some like some 800 pages here. Like that we need to map the association. Okay, like that we need to map the association over here between these objects. Okay, now so this is how we are going to be mapping the associations here. So which will be having both the parent IDs, along with that it will be having some additional columns also, that possibility will be available to you. So this is the concept of many-to-many association in Salesforce. So now many-to-many association will not be possible between the two objects directly. So that should be implemented with the help of by creating a junction object which is associating with both the parents with the two master detail associations. So we need to map the two master detail associations. With those two master detail associations, we can able to implement the functionality here. This is the concept of many-to-many association in Salesforce. Now, in this case, from the entry point of view, they will raise a question. Suppose, for example, we are having the two parent objects are available, and then one child object is here. For example, if you are deleting a record here, if you are deleting this particular record, or a record, what will happen in this case? If I am deleting the OLE record, then what will happen? If I am deleting this record, what will happen in this case? So in this case, this is a master detail, same concept. Whenever I am deleting this parent record, then whatever the associated entries are available with this parent, nothing but with this other ID, whatever the entries are available, so with this other ID, whatever the entries are available, all those entries will be getting removed automatically. So now whenever I'm removing this parent record, now automatically, so whatever the associated childs are available inside my child object, those will be getting removed. Suppose for example, so now for this with this ID A1002, whatever the entries are available, those entries will be getting removed automatically by default here. With this one we are having two entries are available over here. So we have two entries are available. These two entries will be getting removed automatically by default. These two will be getting removed. So now whenever I'm removing the parent record, like some other record, then automatically whatever the entries are available inside my object with this other ID, those will be getting removed. Suppose for example, if I am removing this records, if I am removing this particular record, let us see record. If I am removing this let us see record, then that means here B2002. So now with this entry, whatever the records are available, those will be getting removed over here. Like for example, so these are the two entries are available here. These two entries will be getting removed automatically. That means what? When coming to that many-to-many association, whenever I'm removing any of the parent record, the respective child records inside that junction object will be getting removed automatically by default. It's a fundamental principle of many-to-many association. Okay. So now, many-to-many association will not be possible between the two objects directly. That can be achieved with the help of by creating a junction object. So, junction object should be always created with the two master detail association, where it should be associating with both the parents with two master detail associations. And then in this case here, okay, and then in this case, when coming to the junction object, so now junction object will be holding all the information about both the parents over here. Where whenever you are removing any of the parent record, okay, whenever you are removing any of the parent record from the parent object, then automatically the associated child records inside the junction object will be getting removed. This is the concept of many-to-many association over here in Celsius. Now, let me save this information. The next one. The next concept is hierarchical association. So what exactly the hierarchical association? What is the use? How can we map the hierarchical association between the two objects? Now let's see. It's a common question in every interview in the admin certification 201 as well. Now, for example, come to a scenario. Assume that I'm having some employees information. In my organization, I'm having some employees. So many employees are available in my company who are working in the various departments. They're having some different designations. Depends upon their technical skills, depends upon the years of experience they have. Everybody is having some different designations. So, few people are having the higher designations, few people are having the lower designations. The people who are having the lower designation, these people has to be reported to that higher designation people. That means the developers has to report to that lead. Lead will be reporting to the manager. Manager is reporting to the program manager. Program manager is reporting to the business unit head. Like that. They will be having some superiors and the subordinates. So now, all this employees information I'm storing inside my object. To store all this employees information, I would like to have an object over here. So this is my employee object. This is my employee object. Inside this employee object, I would like to have some columns. Like as an employee ID, ID of each and every employee, employee name, his designation, along with his manager. Who is the manager for this person? To whom he is reporting to. I'm storing all this information inside this. So these are the details I'm storing over here. Like employee ID, employee name, and the designation, and then manager. Who is the manager? Who is the manager? to whom he is reporting over here. For example, assume that I'm having some employees information available. I have few employees information. Like the first employee, E1001. His name is Rakesh Kumar. Designation, he is a CEO. He is the CEO of the company, so he is not reporting to anybody. He is a founder of the company. So he is not reporting to anybody here. Next. Second employee, E1002. His name is some Srinivas. Okay, Srinivas. He is a project manager. Okay, he is a project manager. He is a project manager. He is reporting to the Rakesh Kumar. He is reporting to Rakesh Kumar. So Rakesh Kumar is the CEO, and then to this person there is one subordinate, that is Srinivas. Next one, E1003, third employee. His name is some Ramesh. Ramesh is a software engineer. He is reporting to Srinivas. He is reporting to Srinivas. I am having one more employee, E1004. Some Rakesh Kumar. He is a senior software engineer. He is reporting to Srinivas. He is reporting to Srinivas. Now, so now tell me, do we have any conflict in this one? Inside this data, do we have any conflict? So do we have any problem in this data? Or can I go ahead with this one? So I'm storing both my employees' information and their manager's information inside a single table. Now here when observe this one. Okay, when you observe this one. Now Rakesh Kumar is a CEO. Okay, fine. He is not reporting to anybody else. Srinivas. Srinivas is reporting to whom? Rakesh Kumar. Who is that Rakesh Kumar? Either this Rakesh Kumar or this Rakesh Kumar. Here we are having two Rakesh Kumars are available for us here. To whom he is reporting here? Now. So to whom he is reporting over here? To this person or to this person here? So now he is having these two. Now, to which person he is reporting? So in this case, if I am storing that manager name, if I am storing the manager name, it is causing some difficulty here. Because with the same name, you may be having multiple employees also. Because even though he is a manager, manager is again an employee. So he is also, his details are also there in the same table itself. Manager also one of the employee. Like me, he is also one of the employee. But the difference is he is having some more experience, I am having less experience, that's it. So he is having the manager designation, I am having the software engineering designation, that's it. Nothing else. So now here in this case, what will happen here? Instead of storing this manager name, I want to store the manager ID. That means that record ID I would like to store. Now, to avoid this kind of conflict over here, I don't want to store this Rakesh Kumar name. I want to store the ID of that manager over here. So for that one, I am removing this part. I am removing this one. What is that ID of the Rakesh Kumar? Srinivas is reporting to the CEO Rakesh Kumar. So he will be having the ID E1001. is having the ID E100. Next one. Now the Ramesh Kumar here. Ramesh is reporting to whom? Srinivas Kumar. Srinivas Kumar ID is E1002. So that here I am going to store it. So we would like to specify E1002. And the next one. Rakesh is also reporting to nothing but he is a senior software engineer. He is also reporting to the project manager Srinivas Kumar. So he is also having the ID E1002. So that I am removing this. Now I would like to store E100. Now tell me, do we have any confusion now? No, there is no confusion right now. Because here, Srinivas is reporting to the manager E1001. That means here, E1001 means Rakesh Kumar, this person here. Rakesh is reporting to whom? E1002. That means to a person here. Like that, we can able to identify very easily. So now tell me in this case here, how we have map here. Now these are the entries. These entries are coming from where? Coming from this particular table. That means here I am storing my employee details along with their manager's information also. Then who is that manager? Manager is also again an employee of the company. So that here again his details were referencing this one. That means here previously what we did, we are having this kind of column inside my tables. Now it is referencing with the another table here. But now what happened here? Now this column is referencing the same table itself over here. So this is called as self-join. Okay, self-join. That means here we don't have two tables. We are having only one table is available. The table is referencing itself. We are mapping the association of the table with itself. Okay, we are mapping the association of the table with itself. These are the parent record IDs. Then where these parent record IDs, these are also there in the same table itself. Generally, parent record IDs will be stored in the parent object. But now here, parent record IDs are also there in the same object itself. So that this kind of association is called as hierarchical association. So now hierarchical association is used to map the association of the object with itself. Like as a self-join concept here. Like as a self-join concept. With the help of this self-join, we can able to map the association of the object with itself. The possibility is available. So this kind of association is called as a hierarchical association in Salesforce. Now, then how can we achieve this hierarchical association here? For that one, Salesforce is providing one data type called as hierarchical relationship data type. We need to select that. Then where it is available here, hierarchical association can be applicable only for one object, that is user. Only the user object will support this hierarchical association. Remaining all other objects will not support these hierarchical associations. So hierarchical association will be supporting by only one object in Salesforce, that is user. The remaining objects will not support this hierarchical association. This is the fundamental principle over here. The fundamental concept of hierarchical association. Because between the users we can map some association based on some roles. Based on some designations, we can map the roles between those users. For that one, Salesforce is purely supporting the hierarchical association only for the user object in Salesforce. Okay. So here's the concept of hierarchical association. Then where we can see that, let me show you practically. So when you go to the user object here, go to the build menu, click on custom, because user is a standard object in Salesforce. Go to that user object over here. Go to that user object. You can expand it. So once you click on these fields, okay, once you click on these fields, now these are the various standard fields has been given by Salesforce for the user object. If you want to create your own custom field, then you can create the custom fields also. When you click on new button, observe this one here. Now it is providing the relationship type called as hierarchical relationship. Okay. So that here we can able to map the association of the users with itself as well. One user should be reporting to another user. So that one user is the parent, that means superior, second user is a subordinate. Like that, we can able to map the association by using this hierarchical association between these two objects over here. So this is the concept of hierarchical association in Salesforce. So this particular option is available only for the user object in Salesforce, not for the other objects. Okay. Now, the next one is how can we convert the lookup association to master detail association. How can we do that? For example, assume that I have two objects available. Let me go to the schema builder. I have two objects, hiring manager and the position. I have two objects, hiring manager and the position. So between these two objects, what kind of association that we have? We are having lookup association. How do you know this color? Okay, the blue color is indicating. The blue color is indicating here is a lookup association. Now what I want to do is, I want to convert this association into master detail. You know what exactly lookup, what exactly the master detail associations. Okay, what exactly the lookup, what exactly the master detail, you know that concept over here. Now, in this case here, inside that lookup, what is the functionality? In lookup association, child record may be associated with the parent, may not be associated with the parent. Okay, it will be the functionality over here. If it is a master detail, what is the functionality? Every child should be having a parent. It's a fundamental principle of master detail association. Okay? In master detail association, every child should be associated with a parent. Now let's verify here. Now this is my position object, that means the child. Now these child records are associated with the parents are not, I would like to cast it. So let me display this column also over here. Who is the hiring manager? Edit the columns. I want to show that hiring manager column also over here. Now in this case, only this particular position, Java senior developer position, has been assigned to that hiring manager Atul Bhasari. Now only this child is having that parent here, that is Atul. Now remaining records are not having any associations here. Nothing but these are not having any relation with the other parents here. Now what I want to do, here we are having some empty records are also available. Let me remove these records here. Or else we need to fill up the details of these records. It will take more time. I'm removing this. Now, so now here, let me remove from the trace cabin also. Now, let's go to the position. So here I'm having three records are available, three position records are available here. Now, so these are the three positions are there. From these three positions, one position has been assigned to the parent. Nothing but it is having the relation. Now these remaining two positions are not having any parent over here. So now, in this case here, whenever you are trying to be converting the lookup association into master detail, first of all, we have to make sure every child record should be associated with the parent. It's a fundamental principle. Okay? It's a fundamental principle that every child record should be associated with the parent. So that we have to open this record over here and then make it associated to the parent. So now here I am going to be assigning. Now I am going to be assigning here. This position I am going to be assigning to one of the HR person here, some Atul Bhasari. The second position, this position also I am assigning to the same Atul here. Next, one more position here. Now DevOps lead. Now this position, third one. Now I want to assign to that particular parent over here. I am assigning to some Swati. So now these are the three records are available. Now all these three records are associated with the respective parents over here. So now DevOps lead for the Hyderabad location also assigned to that person, and the DevOps lead for the Bangalore location also this has been assigned to a person, and the Java senior lead also has been assigned over here. Now, once all the three positions, nothing but once all the childs has been associated with the parents, then we need to convert that lookup association type to master detail. That means what? Converting the lookup to master detail means just we are changing the data type of that field from lookup to master detail. That's it. Simple concept. Okay. The simple concept is converting the lookup to master detail means converting the data type of that relationship field from lookup to master detail. That's it. Now then how to do that? Now let's see. As of now currently he is having that lookup. I want to do the master detail. So that just we have to go to that field. So what is that lookup field? So this is the lookup field that we have. Okay, this is the lookup field. Now currently this is having the lookup relationship. Now I want to change it to master detail. So click on edit link. Okay, click on edit link. So when you go to that edit link, you will be having an option called as change field type button. Okay, there is a button called as change field type to change the data type of that field. Click on change field type. Now currently we are having the association with the lookup here. Currently the association is lookup. Now I want to move it to master detail. So let's select the master detail now. Click on next because here I want to convert it to master detail. So click on next. Now make it save simply. Now done. Simple. Let's go to that here. Now previously it is like as a lookup, but now we have converted to master detail. Let's go to your schema builder also now. Refresh this user interface. So now it is indicating with that red color, maroon color symbol here, which is indicating that there is a master detail association. So whenever you are now. So now whenever we are going to be converting the lookup association to master detail, as a fundamental principle, we have to make sure that every child record should be associated with the parent. Then only we can able to convert that lookup into master detail. This is the fundamental principle. Okay. Now, the next one, master detail to lookup. How can we make it reverse? So in master detail, every child should be associated with the parent. But in lookup, we no need to take care about that. So that straightforwardly we can convert that master detail into lookup just by changing the data type. So that converting master detail relationship into that lookup is a straightforward option. It's a straightforward option where we can convert that master detail association into lookup directly just by changing the data type from master detail to lookup. So that here. So no need to take care about that. Just it is a master detail right now. So just to go to that position object here. Currently this field is a master detail association. Click on edit link. Click on change the field type button. Now currently this is associated with the master detail. Now what I want to do, I want to change it to the lookup right now over here. So that select that lookup. Click on next. Make it save. Done. That's it. So now we have converted that association from master detail to lookup. So now let's go to that schema builder. So as of now we are having that maroon color symbol. refresh this user interface now. Now it is indicating like as lookup. So that here lookup association. So that converting that master detail to lookup is a straightforward option where we can able to convert that master detail to lookup just by changing the field data type from master detail to lookup. That's it. So this is the way we can able to convert that master detail to lookup association in Salesforce. It is a functionality. Okay. Next one. In tomorrow's session, we are going to be discussing about some more features. Like, I want to discuss about the concepts like as standard relationships between the objects, and then I would like to indicate the standard junction objects in Salesforce. So what standard junction objects are available in Salesforce, we'll see practically. And after that, we'll see the concept of roll-up summary field. Roll-up summary field. Then how can we implement that, we'll see practically over here. So with this one, we can able to complete the relationship concept, and from there onwards, we'll move forward to that supplementary features as well. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be having the session as usual. So we'll be having these features so that we can complete the relationship topic, and we'll move forward to that some more concepts as well. Okay. Thank you.